Hi, welcome. I'm Jenny. I am the Regional Manager for Southeast Asia at the University of York in the UK. I'm here today to help you answer the top questions I get from Indian students about studying at our university. Let's go. Question 1. Why is the University of York so famous? So York is famous because it's an incredible Russell Group university, so one of those prestigious universities in the UK. It's got incredible academic standards, but it's also famous because it's based in an incredibly beautiful historic city. If you imagine a typical English city and the pictures that come into your mind, York is that. It's exactly that. And that's what we offer, an incredible environment, really safe, friendly, warm, welcoming, but with outstanding academic standards. Next question. Which are the most popular courses at York? Okay, so we teach a huge range of undergraduate masters, masters by research and PhD programs at York. The ones that are most popular with our applicants from India are courses in management, business, marketing, always super popular, right? International business is particularly popular for Indian students. But say also things like global marketing, entrepreneurship and innovation, supply chain management, human resource management. We've got loads of different master's programs in our school for business and society. Next is computer science. Again, this is always popular in India. We do things like cybersecurity, advanced computer science, but at the moment right now, AI is hot. This is the program that loads of people are interested in. Data science, we have 5 different master's degrees in data science. So we've got something for everybody in that area. After that, I would say things like biotechnology is something we're really good at, and we have over 7,000 jobs in the bioeconomy in York and the surrounding area. So biotechnology, biomedical sciences, bioinformatics, all of these bio programs. And we've got also some really interesting specialisms. So our MSc in Health Economics, we are globally renowned for that program. Things like our environment programs. We are the only university in the world to host a branch of the Stockholm Environment Institute. So our students can be supervised by somebody in the Stockholm Environment Institute. There is nowhere else in the world where that can happen. And then finally, I'd like to mention as well our film and TV production programs. So the equipment that you get to work with there is industry standard. They would say they have some very expensive toys in that department that you will get to play with. So we even have the BBC, they have done post-production work on our campus using our equipment. So that's really exciting too, if you're into something more creative. Okay, what question do we have next? It's what grades and English language scores do I need to study at York? Okay, great question. Yeah, so it's going to depend which program you want to apply for with us. So if I start with our undergraduate degree programs, if you're doing the Indian qualification and you have your grade 12, we'd be looking for anywhere from 75% to 85% in your top 4 or 5 subjects. So again, that depends. Are you applying for biology? Are you applying for computer science? Are you applying for economics? If you are applying for a master's program with us, we are going to look for the equivalent to a UK, what we call a 2-2. So again, this from India, typically a 50%, 55% or 60% average, depending on the department you wish to join. If you have slightly below our stated entry requirements, but maybe you have some relevant professional experience, maybe you've been working for a couple of years already in a relevant field, we may still be able to make you an offer of admission. So please include your CV. Tell us about that, because it is possible that we could accept you with slightly lower grades. And then part of the question, if I'm remembering, was also about English language requirements. So again, for most exam boards, we can accept your grade 12 from India to meet the English language requirements, as long as you graduated within 7 years of the date when you join us for your degree at York. If you don't quite have the grades in your grade 12, or if you maybe graduated from high school more than 7 years ago, then don't worry. So in that case, we will ask you to take an English test, but we do accept Duolingo for most of our programs at York. And that is a much quicker and easier test than taking IELTS. IELTS is really expensive, right? So Duolingo, we can even help you. We have some free vouchers, so it won't cost you anything. You get those results in 48 hours. You take the test from your home, your office. You don't need to travel anywhere. So we try to take the hassle out for you. The next question is, how much would I have to spend to study at York? The tuition and the living costs. Okay, so again, it's going to depend which program you study with us. At undergraduate level, there are 3 different levels of tuition fees. So if you're doing a STEM subject, so in science, in engineering, then your tuition fees are around 32 lakhs per year. If you're doing something in social sciences, arts, humanities, so maybe you're studying politics, economics, history, English, that's not science, not technology, you're not using labs or technical equipment, and then it's a bit cheaper. It's about 26 lakhs per year, more or less, for admission in 2025. Medicine, as I think everywhere in the world, medicine is the most expensive degree, and that is also a 5-year program, and the fees are around 47 lakhs per year. So 3 different levels of fees for bachelor's programs. So what about the tuition fees for master's degrees then? So if you're going to join us in York this September 2025, there are 4 different levels of tuition fees depending which masters you want to study. So again, like the undergraduate, if you're doing something in social sciences, arts, humanities, so things like international relations, public administration, economics, then most of those fees are going to be about 26 lakhs, okay? Category 2, anything in management, business, that will be around 31 lakhs for the year. Then you have all of our STEM degrees, so anything in sciences, engineering, that's 32 lakhs for the year. And finally, our most expensive MSCs, they're in finance, because we know you're going to make loads of money when you graduate. So finance masters cost around 34 lakhs for the year. So do remember that our master's degrees in the UK, most of them are only 12 months duration. So you just need those tuition fees for 1 year, not 2 years, not 18 months, just the 1 year. Let's see if there's a not too tricky question for me next. It's, does York offer any scholarships to Indian students? All right, everybody is waiting for the answer to this question, I know, super important. So yes, the good news, we definitely do. So for September 2025, if you're joining us for a master's degree, the good news is you're guaranteed a scholarship. Hooray! So we've got these great new scholarships this year. They're called the Global Impact Masters Scholarships. They're only for certain nationalities. So don't tell the French students or the Canadian students because they don't get these. Indian students do. If you receive an offer from us for almost any of our master's programs, so unfortunately not nursing and not medicine, but everything else, you get an offer of admission at York, you will automatically get £4,000 discount in your tuition fees. So all those numbers I just said, minus 4 lakhs from those, because you will benefit from that discount. We do have discounts also for bachelor's students. So we'll look at your grades. If you're a top student, then hopefully we'll be able to offer you a discount scholarship as well. Okay, what is next then? Let's see. It is, can I stay back in the UK to get work experience after studying at York? Okay, great question. Absolutely you can. So that's the really great news, is that the UK have the graduate route visa option. So you can stay back 2 years if you did a bachelor's degree or a master's degree with us, or you can stay back 3 years after a PhD program. Now at the graduate route visa, one of the things that's really excellent about it is just how flexible it is. So you don't already need the job offer to get the graduate route visa. You might still be job hunting and taking the interviews. That's okay. That's okay. There is no minimum salary requirement. It doesn't have to be a certain job with a certain salary. That's not important. I say it means that you really have that opportunity to explore the local job market, see what opportunities there are in the UK, and secure that job, gain more experience, hopefully earn a really nice salary for a couple of years in the UK, to help maybe pay back the costs you've incurred for your degree with us. As well as the graduate route visa, there are other visa routes that would be open to you. So there are specialist visas for healthcare, there are specialist visas for entrepreneurs, for example. There is the skilled worker visa, which you may have heard about already. These often do have more specifications about the role you're going to be doing and the salary you're going to be earning. As I say, so not quite as flexible as the graduate route visa, but the graduate route visa, I say the great news is you completed your degree with us, you are entitled to that graduate route visa. So that's a really positive news. And we have students working in York, in the wider UK, and actually all over the globe. So we have Indian students who may be based out of United Arab Emirates, Hong Kong, Singapore, all across Europe, North America. So you're not just limited to looking at jobs in the UK after you graduate either. York is a global university, and we graduate global candidates with outreach all around the world. And you'll also be able to tap into that incredible alumni network when you're with us. Next question. Does the University of York offer support to students for employment, internships, and career development? Yes, absolutely we do. You're doing a degree to get your dream job, right? So this is really important. The academics, that's one thing, but actually giving you the skills and the ability to find your dream job on graduation, that's a fundamental focus of the service that we offer to you as a student. So you will find that all British universities will have a careers service. At York it's called Careers and Placements. And we have a dedicated team, central team of around 40 members of staff, and it's their full-time job to help you with careers, with placements, internships, part-time work even. They are dedicated to that. Most of our departments also have a member of staff who is working on employability and placements. We're a Russell Group university, so lots of employers want our graduates. They know that we're a high-ranked, prestigious, selective university, and they know that our graduates are really good. They're hardworking, they're clever, they're ambitious. So they're coming to campus, participating in careers fairs, they're working with our academic colleagues around real industry projects that you can work on as part of many of the degree programs. So again, it's real world training that will mean you're ready for the world of work, and you have some great stuff to talk about on your CV and at a job interview. Again, like I think all universities, we offer the usual stuff, you know, CV clinics where we help you get your CV in tip-top order, interview practice to make sure you ace that job interview and you have the interview scheduled and you really nail it. But there's some things that are different about our careers support at York as well. So if you speak to lots of other British universities, the career support they offer, that will end after maybe 1 or 2 years after you graduate. At York, the support we offer is for life. So you can come back to us at any point in the future. Maybe you're switching careers. Maybe you returned to India after you graduated, but then you have an opportunity to work somewhere else and you want some support with how to do that. We're here for you. And that for life service, I think that's really reassuring because it's rare these days that someone will stay in exactly the same job, the same company forever. Something new that we're offering this year as well is career support even before you join us at York. So our offer holders are going to gain access to a Careers Ignition Hub system, and this platform will already be training you about how to get a job in the UK, what employers are looking for, what are the most in-demand subjects in the job market, things like what is the difference between a graduate route visa and a skilled worker visa. So it's got loads of interesting resources that you'll be able to access even before you've joined us on campus, so that you are ready to go the minute you get to the UK. So I think that's a really nice offer as well. So this is important to you, it's important to us, and we will help you get where you want to go with your future career. Final question. How can I apply to the University of York? Yeah, so hopefully I've got you excited about what our university offers, but what are the next steps? What documents do you need? How do you make this happen? Check out the link in the comments below for all of the information and support to make this dream a reality.